Beware! These roads aren't safe. We mean no harm. We came here tracking a bandit crew. They raided a temple of Mara just over the border. If you're feeling charitable, perhaps you'd help out? Speak to Priestess Marcella?
Good day, traveler. Mind yourself around these parts.
Mara, bless you, child. Did one of my temple guards send you this way? The thieves went straight to the reliquary. They took the chalice and a number of other relics. The relics have little monetary value, but we know the chalice of Mara has divine mystical properties. I suspect they had help. We tracked them here, and several of the chapel guardians went in to retrieve the relics. But they haven't come back. Would you be willing to venture into the ruin and see if you can find our stolen relics? The goddess watch over and keep you in your search. You seek 4 of Mara's treasures: a circlet, a dagger, a phylactery, and, of course, the chalice. Of course, child. Mara teaches that knowledge is the water used to grow a strong and healthy mind. What would you know? All of the relics are sacred to the goddess of love, though the chalice of Mara is the most holy. It's said the lady sent it to be used at the wedding of Saint Alessia. 4 of them: Ileana, Decanus, Varanus, and Talania. None of them have come back, and I fear for their lives. If you can help them, in Mara's name, please do. Very little, to be honest. This place was once an imperial stronghold called Fort Sphinx Moth.
Did Marcella send you? Please, get me out of here! We entered the ruins to recover the stolen relics, but the bandits got the drop on us. Quick, break the lock on these chains. Get me out of here! I think they got Talania. I saw her stabbed. Decanus and Varanus, though, I think they might still be alive, somewhere deeper in the complex. I saw one of the bandits press a stone over here to deactivate the traps. Thanks again. And be careful. Watch out for the traps.
Please help me! Help me, please. I got caught in this bubble of force, or whatever you call it. Get me out! When I entered the room, the braziers were ablaze, and I think I stepped on a pressure tile. The brazier snuffed out, and his trap grabbed me. Maybe if you relight the braziers. These ruffians definitely have the relics, but I don't know where. Some of the bandits were talking about the leader's stash, which is somewhere nearby, by an old broken staircase, I think they said. Yes, some of them were talking about a broken bridge and a pit where they throw unwanted prisoners. They called it the Croc Pit, so I guess there are crocodiles in it. Be careful where you step. Mara, bless you. I thought for sure I was going to be burned alive. I've got to get out of here. Good luck.
Hey, is someone up there? Help me, please! Please, you've got to help me get out of here. Those crocodiles look hungry. I was being chased by the bandits when I lost my footing and tumbled into the pit. They laughed at me, left me down here. I thought I was safe, until I heard the hissing. There are some panels showing the constellations down this corridor. I think it's a mage lock. If you touch the right ones, you can open the door. The trick is figuring out the right order with all of those hungry crocs around. I thought I saw an old book or something by a skeleton near the panels. Maybe there's a clue in there. Fine. I've been stuck down here, but I've overheard snippets of conversation. The bandit leader's name is Akalia. He stole the relics for the Stonefire cult. He's expecting one of their leaders soon, and he intends to sell him the Chalice of Mara. I heard one of the other relics is being kept in a tower, in some area open to the sky, but still inside the ruins. I heard something click. It sounded like you got it open.
To run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. a big family, you have to know how to scrap. We were waiting to make sure you made it out. I'm glad to see you safe and sound. We did, and we truly cannot thank you enough. Without your help, none of us would have escaped that horrible place.
You got my brother out of there alive, and for that I thank you. I'm sure Mara will forgive me for saying it, but he's worth more to me than all the relics in the chapel. Mara be praised! You've returned! Did you find the relics? Truly, your coming was a gift from Mara herself. To confess the truth, I feared I'd sent you to your death. My faith was being tested. I see that now. Thank you, and go with the love of Mara.
I thanked you for saving me from the Crocs. And now I can thank you for saving our holy relics. Mara bless you, my friend.
Thanks again for getting me out of that bubble of force. I don't suppose you're coming back to Brava with us. I feel safer with you around.
You have done well. I will burn an offering to Mara for the souls of my slain companions.
Too careful about picking your enemies. You do 8's work, traveler. Thank you. Keeping?
This one welcomes you to her home. She is sorry. Kala is in no mood to chat. Her brother has been gone for many days now. Kala knew this was coming. Yenadar has been away too long. He would have come home to his sister if he could. What has happened? No! Yenadar was such a quiet, pious man. How could someone so good, so innocent, become a vessel for a dark spirit? That is Kala's brother. He would have rather died 1,000 deaths than let his cowardice kill another. Thank you for being honest with me. I know he would have wanted me to know the truth. May Joan, Jode, and Yenadar watch you on the road. Kala's brother will be guiding your steps. She can feel it.
Dear me, thrice the champion, is it? Bravo! Not the whole world, never the whole world, but quite a bit, yes. Now, I've got something for you for all your trouble. That's it then? Seen the world thrice over and none the worse for it, eh? You should be ready for anything, and believe you me, the Daedric princes never rest. They're always mucking about with something or other.
You resemble a leaf in a tempest, unsure where to turn next. If you need training to find your path, I can help. You leave, I assumed. Still, you should travel to the northern Morrowind Gate. Speak with Grand Warlord Zimrin there. He can excuse you from training.
Careful. This is a live firing range. Are you supposed to be here? Took your time, didn't you? Olvia mentioned she sent a recruit to fetch these. Since you're here, we could show you the siege weapons. Nothing better than causing massive damage on the battlefield, is there? If you want to know more about rams and oil, talk to Lurtis. For trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae, speak with Looks Forward. You'd better. That's what they're here for. Spend a few minutes using each weapon. Hit the practice dummies with him. Talk to Looks Forward and Lurtis if you want more information. See me when you're done.
Your skill with siege weapons will make a difference in many battles. Learn to use them here. Trebuchets, catapults, and ballistae are dragons of the battlefield, causing massive damage to walls and enemies. I sense the target dummies mocking you. Choose a weapon and punish them. Each type of siege weapon, trebuchet, ballista, and catapult, has unique abilities and uses. Trebuchets fling their missiles against keep walls, dealing great damage. There are 3 types. Fire pots launch burning oil. Stones smash both walls and soldiers. And ice balls cause damage and ensnare enemies in ice. Ballistae are dear to my heart. They fire fast and true, destroying enemy siege engines, including rams. Standard ballista bolts smash their targets. Fire bolts cause extensive burn damage, and lightning bolts shock and ensnare their victims. Catapults are wonderful weapons against enemy troops. Meat bag catapults spread disease. Oil imparts fire damage, and scattershot causes impact damage. I envy the death you will inflict among our foes with these weapons. Indeed not. Fire them to see. The trebuchet and ballista fire the farthest, while the catapult has a shorter range. Chagrin will visit those who forget this on the battlefield.
Done already? I hope so, for everyone's sake. If you want a siege weapon of your own, you can buy them from siege merchants at our gates and keeps. You need to know how to repair walls, doors, and siege engines. Our enemies will batter at our keeps while we bash at theirs. Siege weapons can be damaged too. All this can be repaired. Killing the attackers is a good start. Then repair kits can fix some of the damage. Here's a practice repair kit for a siege weapon. Use it on a trebuchet, catapult, or ballista. When you're done, Galsi wants to talk to you.
You are always welcome here, warrior. Your time here is done. Others need to speak to you. Speak with the Protector Galliel at the Elder Scroll Temple of Chim. He will show you what we fight for.
Walk softly, warrior. You are in the presence of great power. As well you should. All Pact soldiers should covet the Elder Scrolls. It is our destiny to control them all. The simplest understanding of the Elder Scrolls is that they are prophecies. But they are so much more than that. The scrolls contain records of all past and future events. But they cannot be read without blindness, madness, or worse. The Aedra created them, some say, but why or when is unknown. The temples are holy places, created as housing for the scrolls, to honor and protect them. We built them upon the soil of Cyrodiil, close enough to the battlefields to bestow their blessings upon our troops. The Grand Warlord orders these attacks. Access to each scroll is blocked by a gate. To unlock it, both keeps protecting it must be taken away from the alliance that holds the scroll. Once the keeps are captured, the way to the temple is open. The Elder Scroll must be taken from its temple and brought to one of our 6 original keeps. Once there, it must be placed upon a scroll pedestal. Needless to say, capturing an Elder Scroll requires the cooperation of many soldiers. It is our destiny to control all the scrolls. Every Elder Scroll we hold grants power to all the soldiers of the Pact. This is another reason our enemies cannot be allowed to keep any of them. Books in this temple contain information about the Elder Scrolls, if you wish to know more. Grand Warlord Zimran needs to speak with you when you're done here.
Soldiers step out of line, they answer to me. A couple hundred laps around the camp usually straightens them out.
Hold a moment, soldier.
You're near the end of your training, soldier. Now to tell you of capturing the enemy's keeps and resources. All resistance must be crushed. When our banner flies boldly atop the flagpole, all know the Pact has conquered again. For keeps, we must breach walls or sunder gates to reach the heart of the enemy stronghold. None of this will be easy. The Pact is destined to rule Cyrodiil. Each keep and resource we conquer is a step toward this goal. Your participation in these actions enables you to acquire equipment and weapons from Pact siege merchants. I decide the direction of the Pact in Cyrodiil. Dreet carries my orders to the generals Darliers and Jegord. They post these to the mission boards for all to see. General Darliers will tell you more.
Buying, selling, I've got what you need.
Our conquest of the Imperial City is underway, soldier.
Ashius likes to talk. Why don't you go bother him and let me do my work?
If you question the value of siege weapons, try to take an enemy keep without them.
I extend the claw of welcome, warrior. The Grand Warlord has much on his mind. Be grateful for a few minutes of his time. To me come Grand Warlord Zimmerin's orders. These I post to the boards that flank me. Which should we discuss? Even the newly hatched can understand bounty missions. The task is to kill enemy soldiers. All that lives must die. These missions seek to hasten that day for our enemies. Information is critical to our efforts. A scouting mission sends you to a target deep in enemy territory. The swamp eel sees but is not seen. Be the swamp eel, then return here. General Jagord supervises the other missions. Speak with him to learn about them. He glares at us from across the way. Do not be shy. Jagord hisses loudly but seldom bites.
Maces, swords, axes.
Yes? What is it? Got tired of you pestering her, eh? Very well. I administer the battle and warfront missions. Go ahead. Ask me about them. Battle missions send small groups of soldiers to capture enemy resources. Each keep is supported by a farm, lumber mill, and mine. Denying the enemy these resources is the first step to claiming that keep for the Pact. A warfront mission targets one of the enemy's keeps. Controlling keeps is the key to conquering Cyrodiil. This is a major effort, though. Go in without a large force, and you're all going to die. There's always more to learn, but the battlefields will be your teacher from this point on. The mission boards await. Start with a scouting mission. You're less likely to die on one of those. Welcome to the war.
Though the Elder Scrolls we studied have been taken from us, this is still a holy place. Walk reverentially here. They were stolen by troops of the three alliances. Though we hid them about the grounds, each alliance found 2 of our hiding places. The thieves slithered away with the scrolls and hold them far from here. We have tried, and will continue to try. Emissaries have been sent to reason with each alliance's leaders, sworn not to return without our scrolls. None have yet returned, but we do not lose faith.
Moth Priest Crassius is practically an augur. The ancestor moths sing to him when outsiders are not about. His wisdom guides us in this refuge. While the way of the Peaceful Fist cannot prevail against the hordes that stole our Elder Scrolls, it is sufficient to defend ourselves against wayfarers who come to despoil this refuge. As if you don't know. Soldiers of the Alliances did, yours and the 2 others. I care not to name them. They are all equally foul in my mind. Talk to Moth Priest Crassius in the temple. If he can tolerate your presence, I am done with you.
I'm just an acolyte here, as you can tell from the vital tasks I've been given. Speak with Moth Priest Crassius in the temple if you seek answers to questions.
Greetings, Wayfarer. If you seek knowledge, speak with Moth Priest Crassius in the temple. My advice extends only to cooking.
Unto the backs of a few fall the duties of many. The cult of the Ancestor Moth exists to fathom the mysteries of the Elder Scrolls. In times of chaos, few value the Scrolls' wisdom, much to their sorrow. Our augurs could provide guidance to those seeking to rule Cyrodiil, if any would listen. Alas, that is impossible to know. The Alliances have stolen the scrolls from us. If they were returned, perhaps an augur could divine the path of this war. But the power of the scrolls has blinded the Alliances to the knowledge they hold.
Greetings, Wanderer. If you have come to speak with an augur, there are none present at this time. Augur Valso was the last to have blessed this refuge, and he passed to his reward several months ago. This is an ancient refuge of our order, the cult of the Ancestor Moth. Here we tend the most honored of our augurs, those whose insights into the prophecies of the Elder Scrolls have rendered them blind, unable to delve further into the mysteries. Only our order is able to read the Elder Scrolls. All that is known of them comes from our augurs, whose readings are rewarded with flashes of insight into the scroll's prophecies. Each reading exacts a price, eventually rendering the augur blind. An outsider could not understand. Gypsy moths house the spirits of our ancestors. We tend them and honor them, and their song enables our augurs to glean truths from the Elder Scrolls, to see glimpses of what was, what is, and what might yet be.